What's going on, everybody? This is Dave from This is Pop Punk Promotions. I'm here with Jeff from Flying Field from Lubeck, Germany. How's it going, Jeff?
Hey, the funny thing is, my name is Ole, and Jeff. My name is Ole. Jeff is only my Facebook name, so here we are, live at Facebook.
It's
I'm
awesome.
doing very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I really appreciate you coming on. Let's dive right into it. So, when
Yes,
and how did you guys form?
we formed back in 2011. It was this typical thing. My wife met a friend at work, and she was like, I have this couple who wants to come over, hang around. And I was more like, oh no, just not another couple date, stuff like
Right.
that. And it comes out that the man from a friend from work was Torben, our guitar player until today. And we basically both didn't really wanted to do that double date, but after we met, we were ending up drinking a lot of beer and nerding about guitar effects and stuff like that. So it was a great start. So, and after that night, we were like, hey, you were leaving a band right now. I was leaving a band, so let's start a new band.
That's awesome.
That's basically it.
So, you guys released self-titled in August. How's the response been?
It's been very, very hard because COVID hit us very hard. We were making plans when we were releasing self-titled, thinking about touring and stuff like that and playing a lot of shows. And COVID really hit that. And we couldn't make it. So we basically just played, I guess, 7 shows roundabout since the release of self-titled. That's kind of sad, but the online response was kind of great. There were a lot of people sending us messages, just like, oh man, that's finally the Flying Fields record we wanted to hear, more into the pop punk stuff and kind of that. Yeah, that was awesome.
Very cool. So, who do you guys record it with, and how was the process?
We started with a plan of we basically rented a house in the nowhere of northern Germany, and we wanted to go there and take all our stuff and recorded the whole album in there in like 4 or 5 days. But somehow there's some pandemic going on, so the guy from the house said, no, you can't come over here. So we ended up recording it at our rehearsal room. What's luckily a great big room with a toilet and a kitchen and stuff like that. So we have all the stuff we need there. And to keep the vibe of hanging around for 4 or 5, 6 days together in a room, we decided that we just kick our wives out of our house and spent the day at the rehearsal room recording. And after that, we were ending up at a place of someone, drinking together, making dinner together, and sleeping at their house. So that was kind of fun.
I'm sure they really appreciated that.
Yeah, they loved it.
That's funny. So, you're from Lubeck, Germany. How's the pop punk scene? Do you have a favorite local band, a favorite venue?
Yeah, Lubeck is kind of small. There are around about 200,000 people living here. So, of course, we have a small alternative music scene. Lübeck is more into metal and stuff like that. But Lübeck is nearby Hamburg, and Hamburg has a big alternative punk rock scene. So we always used to play the most shows or the first shows in Hamburg. But there's a place in Lübeck that's called the Clemensstraße, the Clemens Street. That's a whole street made up by students who bought all the houses there, so they could put live venues into the houses. So basically, you have a whole street with, I think, 5 live venues in roundabout 100 meters, and there's party from every Thursday to Sunday, the whole night, and every weekend there's different kind of live music. So that's definitely the place where we always will end up. So
That's incredible.
I love it there. And the people are so fucking friendly there. always caring about the independent music scene, and you're always welcome there to play a gig. So I even for bands from other countries, they can come there, have apartment to sleep. Everyone is very friendly, and have a lot of people listen to the music there.
That's really cool. So who are your biggest influences?
That's kind of hard, because we all four are from different music scenes, I think so. Me definitely is the one who's into the pop punk scene. I'm a child of the 90s, you know, started up with Blink 182, The Terrace, Antifreeze, all the old Kung Fu record bands and stuff like that. And today I would say more into like bands like The Story So Far and stuff like that. And the other guys they're so from such different genres. They listen to every kind of music, but basically I would say they're into the pop punk, heavy rock stuff, you know, from The Story So Far to Foo Fighters, everything in between.
Very cool. So if you could tour with one of those bands, which one?
Oh man, which one? I would say Tiny Moving Parts, because they seem like a lot of fun, and I've seen them, I guess, 4 times here in Germany, and it was always a blast. There's a fucking amazing live band, and they seem to have a lot of fun. So that's what I would say.
Good pick.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to ask you some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you. I did this with the other bands I interviewed. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, first one. Favorite season?
Favorite season, definitely summer.
I can relate.
Yeah. There's no better way than hanging on the beach the whole day with friends, drinking beer and listening to awesome music. Everything outside is great.
So if you could be any superhero, which one?
Any super, I would think I would say Deadpool, because he's some kind of anti-hero, and I like that. So, and I like that kind of humor, you know.
So if you go back in time and talk to one world leader or person of influence, who would it be?
um, because I was in Scotland last week, I would say Scott Hutchinson from a band called Frightened Rabbit, from Edinburgh, Scotland. He's an amazing songwriter, and he took his own life, or I guess back in 2019 or stuff like that, throwing himself from a bridge. And he seemed like a interesting character, you know, the typical art stuff. The person who is writing awesome songs and has all the success in the world, and on the other side there's this depression side. It's kind of interesting and dark, and I would love to talk to him.
So if you had $1 million and you could donate to any charity, which one?
Oh, I would right now, because it's still very important here in Europe, I would give it to Sea-Watch, because they're making sure that people at the sea are getting saved, refugees and stuff like that, doing important stuff right over here for years right now. And even though there's a war right now on the continent, it's still important to have a look on this side of the map, you know, because there's still trouble going on. So I think Sea-Watch, definitely.
So if you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 items would you want to have with you?
Oh, definitely my old iPod Touch with with all the downloaded music. So I don't need to have any internet. Some headphones, and I don't know, something fun like my Nintendo Switch. I don't know.
Keeping it simple. I like it.
Keeping it simple and making to have a good time.
That's awesome. All right, man. Last question. What are some places in Lubeck that visitors should check out?
Yeah, I said it already. Definitely everyone should check out the Clemens Street It's a great place to hang out at night and visit very, very nice people and having a good time. And yeah, definitely go to the sea, go to the beach, and have a good time in the old town, because this town is fucking old. It's so old. You can find something exciting on every corner. So just Lubeck, Lubeck is just like, we don't have any kind of spots. We have only one city where everything is going on. Usually cities have their parts, just like New York have Brooklyn, Manhattan, stuff like that. In Lubeck, everything is concentrating on one spot. It's an island, and there are rivers on that island. So there's everything that is going on in the city on a very small place, and it's kind of fun.
That's awesome. You'll have to take me to all those places when I get back over there.
Yeah, definitely. You're always welcome.
I really appreciate it, man. Well, I really appreciate you coming on and chatting up a little bit. The support means a lot to me.
Thank you. I can take that too. I appreciate it that you have me so much.
Of course. So for the people that are going to watch this later, where can they find your music at?
We're basically on every streaming dienst, like Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, I think YouTube and Amazon. And of course, everyone is welcome to go to our homepage and order a vinyl or a CD or stuff like that. So
Sounds good. Well, I hope you have a great day, man, and we'll chat soon.
thank you so much, Dave, and stay healthy.
Likewise. See ya.
Thank you. See ya.